Guess what? I found one of those ingredients. That's great. I'm gonna cleave you with a sword. Well, don't you think so? Let's go. Why are you looking at me like that? Huh? Get you. Finally, a blood-dripping crown. Bleh. It really looks blood-dripping. But hopefully it will be very useful for Anesia. Thank you so much. Anytime.
Yes? Make it quick. I'm a busy man. I'd like to offer you a place in my court, as a thane. It's mainly an honorary title, but there are a few perks. Now, by law and tradition, I can only grant this title to one who is known throughout Eastmarch, and who owns property in Wenhelm. If you do good works for the people and purchase a home from my steward, I'll name you my thane. The honor will be mine. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Eastmarch. Congratulations. I grant you a personal housecarl to watch over your home, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Go with the gods.
Greetings, Guildmaster!
Ah, yes, I'm glad you stopped by. With as much work as we have cut out for us in exploring every corner of Skyrim, I thought that it would make sense if we didn't have to travel all the way back to Solitude between each venture. So I was thinking we could establish a number of field stations in centralized locations across Skyrim. Places we could rest, research, and resupply. Sort of R and R and R. Oh, you get the idea. Good. Well then, I'll need 100 units of lumber, 40 blocks of stone, and about 20 slabs of clay for each of the 3 stations I have in mind. This first station is a bit off the beaten path. It will be on a cliff to the south of Saarthal, and a stone's throw away from Alfthand as well. I have already spoken to Tolfdir, and he is quite excited about this venture. He has also seen to it that the Jarl's tax for the land was paid. Now we just have to build the building. If you wouldn't mind gathering the supplies for the first station, while I make the appropriate arrangement with the Jarls, should be done in a few days.
What can I do for you, Guildmaster? It goes well. It was nice praying down that big slab and not knowing what to expect for once, instead of just, looking for metal. See you around.
Yeah, should be interesting. Not as interesting as Rakund here, to be sure. Just an old Nord cave and all, but could be fun. Farewell.
Are you sure you have everything?
day.
La
friend.
Doria greets you. Sun and moon bright. Ah, yes, it is very exciting. Sun and moon bright.
You're back. Wonderful. Oh yes, Avram can certainly handle things for a while. Plus, I have wanted to join an expedition for some time. This should be quite fascinating. Until next time.
Yes? What is it?
How can I help?
Yes, we should be fully equipped and good to go, Guildmaster. I'll be sticking around base camp to make sure that everyone has whatever they might need. Are you sure you have everything you need? What do you need? One day I'll learn illusion magic.
Strange. You'll taste my sword. We do well. Don't you think so?
Well met. Very good, Guildmaster. Together, we are sure to discover some fantastic things. Staying out of trouble? Oh, yes. Everyone is eager to get underway. We've delved into the main chamber already and broken through the stone blocking our way. But as expected, there are obstacles. If you wouldn't mind, could you venture in and clear out any of the wildlife that is inside? We've tried scaring them off with torches and spells, but they are mighty hostile.
Ah, my friend.
Ouch! Oh, you stepped on my toe. Uh-oh. Look over there. Do you see the bag? Now I'm gonna get you. That was really no match at all. Look over there. Didn't tell you I was good. Did you? Wonder what it was. noise? Must have been a spider. Look over there. I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm not afraid of spiders. I'll kill you! Must admit that I'm not bad. What makes this smell? Strange. Go get him! Put a label with my arrow. You will be so dead. It was tough.
I hope we're not interrupted by that nonsense. To business.
Hello? Ah, good news. We'll head back in right now and continue the dig. Give us a few days and check back in case anything comes up. You could also stick around and give us a hand if you're available. Would make things go much quicker.
Vittoria Grizio. Interesting.
What was that?
Good day. A little of this, a little of that. Right now it's mostly caves, but there are signs of Nordic architecture, so I expect we'll find something soon. Oh my, let me see that. Yes, it is crystallized ice, otherwise known as eternal ice, or eternium. It is a pure elemental manifestation of frost magicka. In many ways, it's much like concentrated Stalthrim. Incredibly rare. In fact, the only known sum of the element was forged into a staff by a wizard named Hromir. Legend tells it was broken into 6 pieces. If you come across any additional shards, let me know. Very well then.
strange.
Yes, well, most of this place is quite interesting. The main tunnel we came in from is blocked, yet the caves are overrun by wildlife. There must be a lot of other passages that lead in from the mountains.
Guildmaster, we found something. Guildmaster, we found something. We just scouted ahead and found a clearing in the pass. But it's guarded by not one, but 2 dragons. That'd be your department for sure. I've never seen Madras run so fast. We'll wait at the North Camp for you to deal with it.
Why don't we crawl back into the egg and came from this side?
Oh!
What can... Oh! Be careful!
Greetings, Guildmaster! Oh, have you? Wonderful. We'll come with you. I'd love to see what it leads to.
Yes? What is it?
Greetings, Guildmaster! Oh, fascinating. Do you mind? I'll have Latoria take it back to Orion and see what we found here. Meanwhile, we'll press onward with you. Lead the way. Yes, so it would seem. These inscriptions are Atmoran, obviously carved around Jürgen Windcaller's era. Really quite amazing that they could tunnel through the entire mountain. Hard to tell how deep they may have gone. Looks like another blockage. What do you think, Kaya?
Well, it looks pretty dense. Limestone with granite. Could take a few days to get through.
Well, blast it all. Very well. Let's get to work then. We'll work on this as quickly as we can. But it may take a few days. Leave it to us, and check back in a few. Or if you can stick around and help, I'm sure we'd be on our way in no time.
Yes? What is it? What time is it? I haven't seen the sky all day.
Good day, friend. Well, thanks to your help, we managed to move the column out of the way. But it seems there's more hazards ahead. Mind looking into it. We'll regroup at the camp and they're ready for the next push once it's safe.
This is actually quite fun.
Well met. Well, yes. It's a bit colder up here than at the cave mouth, but we'll manage. The sooner we can get back to digging, the better, though. Staying out of trouble? Ah, Guildmaster! Ready to talk about getting the second field station underway? We have discovered some interesting things in Alfthand, which prompts me to want to investigate more of the Dwemer ruins in the areas around Markarth, which of course has Madras tickled pink. There is a crossroad just to the north of Rorikstead, which leads to Whiterun, Karthwasten, and Markarth. I found a nice spot just to the east of it, which is secluded, yet accessible. Would make for a nice retreat if we need a quiet place to get away and work. Excellent. Same as before, 100 lumber, 40 blocks of stone, and 20 slabs of clay. The first station design is serving us well. Good. We'll head back in then. Give us a few more days and we'll get past that cave-in. If you'd like, you can also help us to clear it out, which would make the work go much faster.
Guess what? I found one of those ingredients I was looking for. Isn't that great? It's so nice to just talk a little, you and I. I was just thinking, would you be interested if I told you a little about myself? As I told you before, my parents weren't happy of my plans to go to the Skyrim Bard College. It was not only that they wanted me to be an alchemist, they also wanted me to get married. Ever since I was little, my father and our neighbor, Sigar, have been joking about that I should marry Sigar's son Halfdan. I thought they were just teasing us. Believe me, Halfdan isn't the kind of guy any girl with some sense would want to marry. He's an arrogant, spoiled little brat who thinks that every girl in the village adores him and would love to spend her life spoiling him even further. I never got along with him, especially not after he tried to kiss me and I smacked him, somewhere where it probably hurt quite a lot. Therefore it came as a shock when my father said I couldn't go to the Bard College, as both my family and Halfdan's expected us to marry soon. What I thought was just a joke was seriously meant, and Halfdan, that jerk, said he was looking forward to taming the wildcat. Of course I got furious. Never ever would I want to marry someone I didn't love. My parents of course weren't too happy when I told them this, but eventually they accepted. But Halfdan, that jerk, he wouldn't take no for an answer. He yelled and screamed at me, and when I told him I didn't want to listen any further, he yelled that he would have his revenge, sooner or later. 2 days later, my precious flute, the one my grandmother had given me, was nowhere to be found. Halfdan had had his revenge. Oh, I actually have a pretty good idea about that, and I'd be happy to tell you all about it, but not right now. We have things to do, haven't we? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Have you got a minute? I was just thinking, maybe I'm talking too much. I could understand that. Just tell me if you don't want me to be so talkative. Wonderful! Just remember that you can ask me to talk less at any point. Shall we continue?
Good day. Excellent job. Thank you as always, Guildmaster. Hello?
What time is it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the sky all day.
See you around.
Guildmaster, you're back. A terrible thing has befallen us. Latoria was bringing the wind call relics back to Professor Marassi when Latoria heard a terrible screaming sound. Something not of this world. It scared poor Latoria and she lost her balance, tripped, and knocked the wind out of her. After she composed herself, Latoria noticed the relics were gone. Something terrible swooped in and stole them from her. Latoria does not know, and Latoria does not want to find out either. The others were past the blocks when it happened. So Latoria can only assume it was something they unearthed. They came running out right after Latoria, scared out of their minds. Oh, thank you. Latoria will be staying here until you discover what it is and remove it. Terrible, horrible sounds.
Good day. Oh, Latoria must have gone to you first. Yes, it's some dreadful sound that thing in there is making. But Latoria's getting carried away. Poor thing is just a terrible fraidy cat. But in all seriousness, it does have everyone a little on edge, and most don't want to go back in until you figured out what it is. And hopefully recover what it's stolen. Thank you, as always, Guildmaster. I'll have everyone ready for your return.
running. What was that?
Well, what have we here?
Wait, that's the terrible beast that had Latoria running?
What? That? Ugh, Latoria is so humiliated.
How amusing.
Well, don't feel too bad, Latoria. That little critter had this one running just as fast for the hills.
Oh, I did not. Anyway, it was shrieking like a devil, it was. We all ran for it.
Well, I suppose that is true. It seems this little guy has taken quite a liking to you, Guildmaster. What do you say we give him a proper name?
And what about Fafnir?
Well, I say, sounds like a pretty good name.
I like that name.
Yes, that's quite fitting. Fafnir was a dragon known for his greed, and our little friend here has certainly shown an affinity for shiny things.
Great, then it's settled. Fafnir it is. Well, I don't know about all of you, but I am ready to return to the guild with our spoils and start cataloguing our finds. Not to mention get a little rest and relaxation before our next big outing.
I'm
I'll
all for
second
that.
that.
Oh, yes.
Great. Well, we'll get things packed up here, Guildmaster. You want to meet up at the guild house? And thanks for all your help. Staying out of trouble?
Ah, good day, my friend. You have? Phenomenal, my friend. Well, if I recall, there was a passage in a little-known follow-up to the Song of Hrormir that reads, "When staff of ice be broken to 1 and 5, only be wrought again by forge of ice. Through the eye of stone face north, south true, placed 5 and 1, then staff show through." If you find some sort of stone archway or circle that you can place the shards in, it sounds like the staff will be reformed.
All right then.